If you thought you needed layers in Photoshop to create a cool looking multiple exposure shot, I'm going to show you how you can do it in your Nikon Z5 camera with no special software. Before digital came along, if you'd seen shots like these, chances are it came from someone doing a double exposure shot in their film camera. Double exposures were named that way because the photographer essentially had to expose the same part of the film roll twice or multiple times to get these overlaid effects. This involved rewinding the film back to the exact spot that you just took and snapping another photo. Today, most people use expensive software like Photoshop to layer 2 or more images on top of one another and change the opacity of their digital images to achieve the same effect. But what if I told you that you can do this right in your Nikon Z5? Well, you can. Inside the shooting menu is an option for multiple exposure. Notice how it says multiple and not double, because you can merge anywhere from 2 to 10 images all in camera. Here's how it works. First, turn multiple exposure mode on. You'll have the option of using the feature just once if you choose single photo, or indefinitely if you choose series. Next, choose the number of shots you want to include in your multiple exposure stack. The third option is a real game changer, and it has to do with the way the shots blend together. A simple multiple exposure just stacks the images on top of one another when you choose Add. But if you choose Average, the camera changes the gain or opacity of each image and divides by how many shots there are in each sequence. There's a lot of processing the camera has to do when it creates these multiple exposures on the spot. So the Z5 actually is taking the individual photos in RAW and then merging them into one JPEG. The Z5 even gives you the option of saving all of those individual RAW files that were used to create the multiple exposure. As I'll explain in the next step, being able to save the individual NEF files gives you a lot of flexibility. The Z5 allows you to use any previously taken NEF on the memory card and use it as the first image in your multiple exposure stack. That means that any of the NEF files that were created from the last step I just mentioned, or can you imagine taking a shot in the city or woods one week and then layering that with a shot you took in the studio today? We hope you found this video useful. If you have the Z5 or any of the Nikon Z cameras, be sure to experiment with this amazing feature. Go to our website for more details on the Z5 and subscribe to our channel for future updates.